Some mornings you wake up and know it's a full pot day. Maybe you have an endless to-do list and need an extra kick, or there are several coffee drinkers in your household waiting to be caffeinated. Either way, that coffee pot needs to be filled to the brim. Then, there are other times when you're content with a single cup of coffee, something most drip coffee makers are ill-equipped to make because of the differences in brew time and the water-to-coffee ratio. Fortunately, dual coffee makers are becoming more and more popular, allowing users to alternate between a robust full pot and a well-balanced single-serve cup. We researched and tested top options to round up the best picks below. Let's start in this video top 5 best dual coffee makers. Number 1. Calling the Ninja hot and cold brewed system a dual coffee maker feels like an understatement. Instead of offering 2 serving sizes, this machine has 6 total options, including a single cup, 9.5 ounces, travel mug size, 14 ounces, and up to a 10-cup carafe. Keep in mind that coffee brands consider a cup to be 5 ounces, meaning this carafe holds 50 ounces total. There's a bevy of different drinks it can make beyond drip coffee, too. The cold brew setting adjusts time and temperature to deliver a richer, more refreshing beverage. It takes just 15 minutes to brew a full pot of cold brew, as opposed to letting the ground steep for an entire day in a standard cold brew maker. Note that Ninja recommends adding an extra scoop of coffee grounds for cold brew. On top of that, the machine has a fold-away milk frother that opens the door for lattes and cappuccinos. The frother isn't as powerful as that of high-end espresso machines, but it gets the job done. The Ninja hot and cold brewed system also accommodates tea drinkers. It comes with a separate filter for loose tea leaves and is programmed to pour hot water at the ideal temperature for 5 tea varieties. Considering its versatility, convenience, and sturdy materials, the price for the item is fair. It's also more compact than most dual coffee makers, as all drinks are made via the same shower head instead of 2 separate ones. What we like. Highly versatile. Compact design for a dual brewer. Easy to use. Thorough online recipe guide. What we don't like. Not the strongest frother. Number 2. Dual coffee makers tend to be more expensive than standard drip machines, but this two-way brewer has a budget price that makes each sip of joe a little sweeter. One side of the machine houses a 12-cup glass coffee pot, and the other is for single servings up to 14 ounces. Both sides are programmable up to 24 hours in advance, so you can have fresh coffee waiting when you start the day. The single-serve side is great for a quick cup at home, plus it provides enough space to fit a travel mug before the morning commute. No travel mug is included with this machine, however, despite one being featured in product photos. Each side also has its own water reservoir, but neither one is removable. This is common for drip coffee makers, but it's worth keeping in mind that if you plan on placing the coffee maker under your kitchen cupboards, it could be harder to fill the reservoirs. There's a simple dial on the front of the machine to alternate between single-serve and a full carafe. There, you'll also find a button to produce a stronger brew, which intensifies the flavor and body of the coffee. In all, the machine is extremely easy to use. What we like. Value for money. Easy to use. Programmable on both sides. What we don't like. Water reservoirs aren't detachable. Number 3. For many years, Keurig coffee makers only produced 1 cup at a time, but now, with models like the K-Duo Plus, some come with full-sized coffee pots. This 2-in-1 device features Keurig's signature single-serve brewing, done by a K-cup or reusable K-cup, and adds a 12-cup thermal carafe for when you want a bigger batch. There's a filter that can be accessed on the front of the machine to add freshly ground coffee. We tested roughly 20 Keurig coffee makers, and the K-Duo Plus brewed some of the strongest coffee of the bunch. It's a little weaker and thinner than what a good drip coffee maker brews, but it's tasty and enjoyable nonetheless. We also found that the insulated carafe kept the coffee hot for several hours. If you're making a full pot, you can choose between 6, 8, 10, and 12 cups. If making 1 cup, you can choose 6, 8, 10, or 12 ounces. Keurig makes 2 other models with a carafe, the K-Duo and K-Duo Essentials, and we tested both but gave the K-Duo Plus the highest overall rating, particularly for its brew quality and space-saving design. It's more expensive than many other items on this list and perhaps not the best value considering the coffee quality is only solid and not outstanding. However, the benefit of the K-Duo Plus, like most Keurigs, is the convenience and ease of use. What we like. Easy to use. Allows for coffee grounds and K-cups. Quiet brewing. What we don't like. Carafe is not dishwasher safe. Not best value for money. Number 4. A few different factors go into gauging a coffee maker's design. They can be as straightforward as how nice the machine looks in the kitchen or more in-depth, like how easy the machine is to use and how effective the brewing system is. The Braun MultiServe succeeds in all of these areas, which is why we recommend it as a worthwhile home coffee maker. It has a stylish, modern aesthetic, intuitive controls, and makes delicious drinks in several varieties. There are 7 size options, ranging from single serve to a full pot. The brewing area is also tall enough to accommodate travel mugs. There's a setting to make fresh iced coffee as well as options for a stronger or lighter brew. One reason we prefer this specific model, the KF9170SI, to other models in Braun's MultiServe coffee maker line is because it dispenses hot water for tea in 6 different temperatures, which the slightly cheaper Braun models can't do. Every Braun MultiServe coffee maker, including this one, is more expensive than an average drip coffee maker, but they aren't exorbitant. Plus, they have a 3-year warranty. The Braun MultiServe is also certified with the Specialty Coffee Association's Golden Cup standard. This means the machine has been tested to brew coffee at an optimal time, temperature, and solubility, the percentage of coffee extracted into the cup. We spoke about the Golden Cup standard with Peter Giuliano, Chief Research Officer at the Specialty Coffee Association, who said, "Our standard is that a machine has to get to 195 to 205 degrees within 1 minute of turning it on, and it needs to stay there for the duration of the brew. That's more challenging than you might expect." What we like. Multiple brew strengths and sizes. Removable water reservoir. Dispenses hot water for tea. Space to fill a travel mug. What we don't like. Carafe is hard to clean by hand. A little pricey. Number 5. The Cuisinart Coffee Center Grind and Brew Plus lets you brew a full pot of freshly ground coffee or quick mugs worth from a K-cup. The carafe holds up to 12 cups, enough to satisfy a busy household. When we tested the machine, we found that it brews slightly slower than average, taking 9 minutes for the full pot. The coffee is wonderfully hot, though, brewing at 188 degrees, and the flavor on both the carafe and single-serve side is strong and tasty. The biggest knock against this machine is that it uses a blade grinder instead of a burr grinder. The latter is generally preferred because it grinds more evenly and with less heat and friction than a blade grinder. We found the grinder quite loud too, which is common with steel blades. The advantage of a blade grinder is that it's significantly more affordable, so the Grind and Brew Plus is a great value for money option considering it's a dual brewer with a built-in grinder. The design is large, but reasonably so considering the addition of the grinder. Its height is an advantage in one way, however, as the drip tray can be removed to fit a travel mug on the single-serve side. Users have an option between 8, 10, and 12 ounces when brewing 1 cup. What we like. K-cup compatible. Large 12-cup carafe. Programmable. Long warranty. What we don't like. Blade grinder. Loud grinding.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, and comment below. Check out the description to find the product links. Thanks for watching.